So this weekend is UFC 312, the rematch between Dricus du Plessis and Sean Strickland. This card right here is easily one of the worst cards the UFC have done in recent memory for me anyway. Like, this card from top to bottom is fucking awful. Really, really bad. Like, outside of the main event, this card's shit. Zhang Weili, Tatiana Suarez might be okay. Justin Tafa's the feature fight. In what world should Justin Tafa be the feature fight of a UFC pay-per-view? You know, this isn't like a fight night where you're not being charged money. You know, you're going to have to pay on top of whatever subscription you already paid for to watch this event. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, it's because the taxes are so high in Australia, people don't want to fight there. Don't have fucking events there then. Get the events out of there. This is dog shit. Surely this has to be worse than not having an event in your country. This is awful. Even the main event isn't the fight that people wanted to see. Everybody wanted to see DDP versus Khamzat Chimaev over this rematch. Anyway, let's predict this card. Starting off with the main event. Sean Strickland versus DDP 2. Look, my prediction is going to remain the same as it was first time round, and that is Dricus du Plessis. I am even more confident this time round, seeing that Sean Strickland clearly has staph infection going into this fight. Their press conference this time round was pretty boring. They didn't really have that many back and forth. You know, we didn't see DDP gaslight Sean Strickland to tears again. But they did have a bit of a back and forth. It is clear that Sean Strickland has staph infection, and that just makes me that much more confident in my DDP pick. There's a couple of reasons as to why. Number one, Sean Strickland fights the exact same way every single time he fights. Like, there isn't a change in his style. It's not like, oh, sometimes he's a bit more grappling heavy or he's a bit more kick heavy. It's a jab and teep style that has worked efficiently, to be fair to him, against a lot of elite guys. It even worked well against DDP. But I feel like Dricus du Plessis will be more prepared for it this time. It's not going to be a new look to him because Strickland fights the exact same way every single time. And I think DDP and his team are better game planners than what Sean Strickland is. What I mean by that is I think DDP and his team, like they have done for other matchups, if you look at his fight against Whittaker, his fight against Adesanya, yes, it always looks like the guy's fighting underwater and he looks shit, but there's certain things he does more in certain fights than he does in others, if that makes sense. And I think we're going to see that this time around. I think DDP is going to be well trained for this style. I think we're going to see DDP grapple a bit more in this matchup, in my opinion. I know Sean Strickland has came out basically begging DDP to stand and strike with him. I think we are going to see DDP wrestle with Sean Strickland a bit more, who does have really good takedown defense. That is one thing about Sean Strickland. I know he fights the exact same way every single time, but the guy has really, really good takedown defense and good get-ups as well. Obviously, DDP didn't really choose to grapple that heavy first time round, but I think we might see him grapple a bit more this time round because DDP is aggressive, looking for submissions. The guy has got a good ground game in the sense that he's got good entries for takedowns. He's strong, and he can hold you down there when he gets you down. You know, he can establish a good bit of control over you. Obviously, first time round against Sean Strickland, we didn't really see that, but I think against Strickland the first time he only shot one takedown. Now, a lot of people are saying if that cut doesn't appear on Sean Strickland, he wins that fight. Look, their first fight was extremely close, do not get me wrong. It was really, really close. I thought DDP did do enough to nick it, in my opinion. But this time around, I expect DDP to knock out Sean Strickland. Like I said, I think he is going to mix in the grappling a lot more this time, which will then have Sean Strickland second guessing. And I think that is when he's going to be able to land the shots over the top or land his blitzes in. And I think DDP is going to KO or TKO. I'm predicting he's going to knock Sean Strickland down with a left hook at the end of one of his blitzes, and then he's going to fall him to the ground and ground and pound TKO him. That's what I'm expecting here. And then I think Sean Strickland is back to fighting in the Apex. That's just my opinion. Moving on to the co-main event. Look, we're going to fly through the rest of this card because, like I said, this is dog shit. Zhang Weili is probably one of the only entertaining fighters on the UFC's roster, let's be honest. She had a very entertaining fight at UFC 300 about 5,000 years ago. This woman is not active in the slightest, but Tatiana Suarez in her own right isn't really active. Zhang Weili, though, has really improved as a mixed martial artist. She is very well rounded. We've seen her utilise her ground game a lot. That's not going to be the case this time round. Tatiana Suarez is going to out-grapple her. Yo, try and tell me Tatiana Suarez, just real quick, doesn't look like the Great Khali. I'm just going to be honest. She's giving Great Khali vibes from the WWE. But yeah, back to the fight. Zhang Weili is more well-rounded in my opinion, but Tatiana Suarez is more elite in the grappling in my opinion. What are the odds for this fight? So Tatiana Suarez is the favourite. My pick is Tatiana Suarez. I think she is going to beat Zhang Weili. That is my prediction. I think she's going to beat her by decision, unanimous. But Zhang Weili is an underdog. I might have to look into that. I might have to dabble on the Zhang Weili underdog pick. Anyway, moving on, we have Justin Tafa versus Talison Teixeira. This guy's coming off the Contender Series. I believe he's undefeated. This is his UFC debut. Why is this guy debuting in the feature fight? He's a fucking nobody. No offense to the guy. As in, like, he's not a big name. Why is he this high up on the card against fucking Justin Tafa? Bruh. Justin Tafa is going to KO him. Surely this is this guy's UFC record. He can't be 1-0 just in MMA. I know he fought in the Contender Series. I'm going to go for Justin Tafa to KO him. I don't give a fuck about half these fights. Jimmy Crute versus Bellato. I'm going to go for Bellato to get the win here. I think Jimmy Crute is pretty awful. No disrespect to the guy. I don't think he's great. I think we have seen some like glimpses of, whoa, this guy could be something, or whoa, this guy might be something, and then it's quickly washed away. I think Bellato might get the finish here, to be honest, over Jimmy Crute. Moving on. Prado versus Jake Matthews. This is opening a main card of 2025.
But what the hell? Boy?
An event people pay money, hard-earned money for, by the way. This is opening up the card. Jake Matthews is going to win this by decision. I'm actually looking forward to seeing this. Jack Jenkins is a very entertaining prospect to watch. He's an underdog in this fight.
Huh?
Am I missing something? I think Jack Jenkins is going to beat the fuck out of him anyway. Gabriel Santos. Am I missing something? Like, I don't think Gabriel Santos is all that. Am I missing something though? I don't think so. Jack Jenkins is get the win. Tom Nolan versus Borishev. This fight. This card shit. Tom Nolan, let's go for the underdog. Wayne Kong got exposed on the Petr Yan Davidson Figueiredo card. He's going in there against Bruna Basel. We're going to go for Wayne Kong. Colby Thickness, or Thickness, whatever you call him, versus Toporia's younger brother. Toporia's younger brother isn't exactly like Ilia Topuria, let's be honest, but I do expect him to get the win here. Is he going to get the KO? No. I'm going to say decision, unanimous decision. Moving on, we're going to go for Cody Steele. Yeah. We're going to go for Kevin Jessett. Why is this guy so low down on the card? Obviously, I'm pretty sure he's coming off a loss to Brian Battle. Why is he this low down on the card? Right. I don't know who either of these guys are. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to sit here and lie that I know these creative fighters from UFC 5. This guy's Indian, which sounds bad. There's not many. Wait, why does it sound bad that he's Indian? Fuck. Yeah, there's no good Indian fighters, is what I'm trying to get at here. I don't think this guy's going to be one of them. And Hyun Sung Park. I'm not even going to announce that guy's name. I'm going to go for the Mongolia guy. Yeah, sorry. Call me a casual all you want. This card sucks ass. UFC 312, those are my predictions. Make sure to let me know yours in the comments below. Hopefully this is the last time they go to Australia for a pay-per-view card. Like, this card is ass. Like, proper fart. Real bad. The main event, I'm sure, will be a fun one, because their first fight was very entertaining first time round. But yeah, I mean, I'm not really dying to go on about this card, to be honest. Like, I'm not even staying up for this card to watch it. I'm just going to watch it in the morning because it is that fucking shit. You know, Am I going to be wanting to sit? Am I excited to sit up and wait for fucking Junior or Justin Taffa? What one even is it? Justin Taffa? No, I'm not. That's the feature fight of this card. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and I'll see you again in the next one.